if I look at going after the basics for operations on functions, the basics would say that f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x. It just says I have two functions, f and g, you're just going to add them. The same is true if I have f minus g of x. This would be f of x minus g of x, which means you would subtract them. If you have fg of x, that's f times g of x, that would be f of x times g of x, which means you multiply them. If I have f divided by g of x, so this would be f of x divided by g of x. It just says you've got two functions. You want to divide those two functions. So those are the basics. So for example, if I had f of x being equal to 2x plus 1 and g of x being equal to x minus 5, then if I would say f plus g of x, this says take the first function and add it to the second function. I said you just add the two. So it's 2x plus 1 plus x minus 5, which is going to turn into 3x minus 4. So f plus g of x is 3x minus 4. Now, if instead what I wanted to find was f minus g of x, that says subtract the two, so it's f of x minus g of x. F is 2x plus 1 minus g's more than one term, so I need to put that in parentheses. So this is 2x plus 1 minus x plus 5. So this is going to turn into 1x plus 6. So f minus g of x is x plus 6. So you just subtract them. If I were going to multiply them, that just says take f of x and multiply it times g of x. And that's just going to turn into, and we don't know how to do this yet, this would be 2x plus 1 multiplied times x plus 5. And if we wanted to divide them, it says take f of x and divide it by g of x. Well, f of x is 2x plus 1, and g of x is x minus 5. So that would be f divided by g of x.